Anna, shut up.
Yeah, good.
Alright, Colin, so, what are your thoughts on Daytona Beach?
Um,
AKA Bethune-Cookman.
Daytona Beach was bombing. Our hotel overlooked the ocean, which was
El
amazing.
Caribe.
Yeah, the El Caribe that looked like an Easter egg.
It was bad.
Which, by the way, happy Easter, everyone. Um, our stop was Bethune-Cookman.
Well,
Originally it was Bethune-Cookman, but then like we pretty much got shut out by the community, so we decided just to make it the Daytona Beach stop instead of Bethune-Cookman.
Well, the way I explained, because Brian and Isaiah are the stop planners, is Brian put it very lovely. He said that the stop in Daytona Beach had an identity crisis, and it still, I don't think, has figured out its identity. It started out as a school stop, so it started out Bethune-Cookman, and then it was community, and then it was Bethune-Cookman, and then it was community, and then it was Bethune-Cookman, and then it was community and Bethune-Cookman. And it was really weird. The main reason I think, or that I was told that we didn't make it a Bethune-Cookman stop is because they had been receiving a lot of negative media and negative attention.
There's been a lot of
racism with the cops.
There's been a lot of really bad stuff that's happened to the Bethune-Cookman campus, and so
the last 8 months.
Like in the last 8 months itself, and so we really didn't want to bring
more negative attention.
What could be construed as negative media attention. Just because of how Soul Force has been portrayed in the media in the past, to Bethune-Cookman. So. Yeah. And
so the first day, the People of Color Caucus went on to campus.
Hey.
And us white folk went and hung out with a very eccentric, to put it in nice terms.
No, you can say she was crazy.
Who is putting together this. It's not even a thrift. It's like a thrift store, consignment shop, something
/ rummage type
store. That's just insane. And I think she was bipolar.
I agree.
She would bitch us out.
From what it sounds like.
Hey. Like that happened. Anyways, so that's what happened the first day.
Do you maybe want me to talk a little bit about what the
how everything was on campus when y'all went?
Yeah. Like Jackson said, the Queer People of Color Caucus went on campus the first day, very covertly, like we were wearing or not so covertly. Actually no, we were wearing our Soul Force apparel. Nice. And we kind of like walked to the center of the campus, outside and talked about and set up, talked with students and set up shop and like passed out flyers and advertised really well, and the security guards were amazing. They said, "Hey, how are you doing?" Sweet as pie. And so then...
And then the next day, everybody went on to campus.
We all decided to walk on campus together and were kicked off in less than 5 minutes.
Yeah.
They had 3 complaints. I don't know if they were students or faculty.
And so we stood outside on the sidewalk and handed out flyers for a dinner that we were going to be hosting at
Double D's.
Soul Food.
Oh, Double D. Double D.
In Daytona, Florida.
Eat there. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And
if you have a large group, call in and hook you up.
Get their macaroni and cheese. It's bombing.
Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. So and we had a decent turnout for the dinner.
We had about 15, 20 folks, what do you say?
Yeah.
Over the course of like 2 hours, 3 hours we were there.
One of our writers, I'm not going to mention their name, was slightly harassed by the police for standing on the corner.
That poor girl.
They gave her such a hard time.
They tried to pick her up as soliciting.
Yeah.
Which really...
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway,
Daytona Beach.
the police in Daytona Beach are awful and need a lot of anti-discrimination training, to say the
Yeah,
least.
and they also said to our group that we should not be in that neighborhood because it was not very safe.
And
Really, Daytona Beach?
in white terms, it was really black. It was a really black neighborhood, is what they meant. And the white people were not safe in that neighborhood.
I personally thought the neighborhood was charming.
I thought
And had a lot of
it was
character.
fine. So, yeah, and then we spent a lot of time on the beach. Check out the Flickr pictures; they're great. The water was freezing and it was cold.
You get to see us frolicking gaily in the ocean.
Yeah, it was cold.
It was cold.
But it was definitely a little relaxing, but very crazy and hectic because we didn't know what was going on until about 5 minutes before everything happened.
Yeah, but you know what? We call that a learning experience.
Yeah.
And again, I would say that that was also a turning point for us within the group as well.
Definitely.
And we talked about stepping up again, and we did step up from our conversation.
Bethune-Cookman / Daytona Beach could be considered a bus stop, but
there you go.
Wonderful things can happen out of a bust. So
it was amazing.
We may not see how things change immediately, but I'm sure over time or in individual lives we made a difference by being
freshmen. I love them.
And